Hey, this is Chris Brogan from chrisbrogan.com. I have a really quick book review for you. This is a book my friend Derek Halpern told me to take a look at. It's called The Art of Choosing by Sheena Iyengar, and it looks like that. It's a very striking cover, by the way. The Art of Choosing is a whole story about this, different things that go into the selection process and all kinds of things that we don't really think about consciously when we make decisions. It's got some summations of other work that's been done. It's a very modern book. It's got a lot of stuff that I've read in the most recent books that we talk about, like things like Gladwell's books and all that. It's very dense. Derek Halpern recommended it to me, said it was really dense. When I first got it in the mail, I was like, Art of Choosing, this is like 4 pages, and it's nothing like that. It's the opposite. What's kind of interesting is I think it's a really dense book. I think if you want to understand why people buy, if you want to understand what's going on inside your customer's mind or how people aren't choosing your option more than other options or things like that, I think there's a lot to learn inside this book, but you really have to do your homework. It does take some work. It's not just going to be one of those books where you're like, oh, here's a checklist. I think I shall do something with it. It was kind of dense, and it was also kind of, I had to stop and really sort of think through what she was getting at. Not because it was poorly written, but because it was densely written. It had a lot to think about, had a lot to consider. In a way, I think you should read this, kind of get into it, and then maybe pick a framework of executing some of it, like maybe something like Switch from the Heath Brothers, or maybe Drive from Daniel Pink. The idea being that Drive is sort of like truth about what motivates us. Switch is about how to change things when change is hard. I think that between these 3 types of books, you'll have kind of a more round picture. Not that Sheena's book leaves anything out. It's quite the opposite. Sheena's book really puts a lot in, but I think that there's going to be kind of a requirement that you sort of, this one gets your head in the right place. This one gets the energy from the engine down to the wheels so that you can drive faster. So I hope that makes sense to you. I'm Chris Brogan from chrisbrogan.com, and I'd love to hear what you're reading.